Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be doing the GWS versus Essendon game, going through how, GWS through Jesse Hogan just absolutely dominated this game, and I've never seen a key forward dominate around the ground. Well, not around the ground, I guess, but sort of around the ground, because he had 16 marks, but he scored 36 as a low in the first quarter and 42 in the last when he was cramping up as a low. It was just one of those games where he looked untouchable. So before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, Jesse Hogan, 188, absolutely huge from him, 36, 51, 59, and 42. So he had a 110 second and third, and then even the first and fourth, he had 78. So yeah, just a really big effort. Tom Green, 120, is definitely a guy that you could look to bring in. He was absolutely huge, and yeah, just a great output from him. And I wish I jumped on him instead of Libba as well, because that could have been pretty much the same output as Laird score, and I'm pretty sure they're pretty similar. Ward here ended up a 116, and yeah, just a really good effort. 31, 24, 38, 23. So yeah, just a really well-rounded performance. Himmelberg, if not Cogs, Himmelberg, here we go. He actually came out with a really good game. 23, 22, 38, 31. So 69 points second half to end up a 114 is really ridiculous. And like I put out a tweet, I think it was more in reference to Darcy Cameron than it was to Harry Himmelberg, but it seems like when you trade out a non-injured premium or mid-pricer or someone just that isn't a rookie, even rookies to a certain extent, they go absolutely nuts in the first 2 weeks that you trade him out or something like that, because Himmelberg's, we traded him out 3 weeks ago, I believe he was one of the ones that went in the Libba first trade. And yeah, so Himmelberg, he went nuts, and do I expect him to do this next year? No, but could he be an option at 70 or something like that in the forward line? Definitely, because he has that potential to go big. So it might be one of the risks we take is going Himmelberg in the forward line. As I don't know there'll be much options next year. It's not looking pretty. Cogs, 104, he was really good, but it's going to lose his forward status, it looks like, at the moment at least. Perriman, 103, Whitfield, 102, Briggs, 93, so he was really good as well. I'm hoping with Briggs we actually get a second good ruckman, a third good ruckman, sorry. If we go to Briggs here, if we go to Briggs here, you'll see 13 games, 95. Has he had any injury games? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, he has just sort of been the fourth or so best ruck. So we would like to see an improvement out of him, but he's really slowed down a little bit. Ash coming, Kelly again. Kelly just struggling. Bedford, Daniels, Lloyds, Faye again, showing that he could be an option next year. He looks good. If we look at Faye or whatever, however you say his name, 7 games, 33 average is getting up there. But he's shown in the last 2 weeks that he can average 60, and say he gets 60 in the last game. If I do some quick maths, 7 times 33.7 equals that, plus 60 divided by 8 times 0.94, and then times by the magic number. He'd be priced at 307k as a second year player. Priced at a 36 or something like that, when a guy, he can easily go 60s. Especially if they get rid of the sub rule, this guy is going to be him and Hewitt are going to be so valuable next year if they get rid of the sub rule. Look at Hewitt here, 18 games, 73, so he started to rocket up now as well. He's been really good, but he will be underpriced at 19 games, 75.5 or something like that. If he's priced at 75, that is ridiculous, because that, I believe, is around that 680k or so. I believe 660k he'll be priced at. So yeah, if he can go 100 in the last game, I think he's very unders. And then you've got Green, Buckley, O'Keefe, McMullen came on, so he looked all right in his second game, and had a 1-goal one, it looks like, as well. So yeah, he had a right game, and someone that we could potentially look at on the bench next year, given that he'll have a large discount. McGrath 100, he looked pretty good. Run and dash starting to get there with McGrath, but too many off games and not enough, I guess, behind the play marking for him to do it. Parrish 96, just didn't do anything in the second half. He was on 53 at halftime, 41 point second half. Don't know. He was on 53 at halftime here, and he's got to 96, so that should be a 43 point second half. And he's got 36, so again, just I think a DT stuff up. Merritt 94, and yeah, just the second half of 61, just couldn't save the first half, to be honest. And yeah, he was on 98 very, very late, but then had a tackle taken away. Hine 91, Hobbs 90, so he's looked alright. Caldwell 78, Phillips 77 in one of his last games. Heppel as well probably shouldn't go around, but he's going to go around again. Draper 56 was just horrific in the ruck. In a tough matchups, to be honest. Perkins, Langford chucked down back is just not good. So yeah, had 2 goals and then got chucked down back in the latter half of the game, and it did nothing at all. Redmond 47, he was shocking. Durham, Sardis the 43 that I was asking for, because that puts him back in the, I guess, not the debates, but more so that he's back to 64. 64, and if he goes another 40, that gets him back towards that 50 range, and it's a lot better. It's a lot more manageable, and 64.7 times 3 minus 1 to get that, and then if say he gets 45, divide that by 4, he's averaging 60, times that by the 0.82 that he gets because he's got a massive discount, and he'd be priced at 49, which is priced around about that price that Callaghan was priced at, 433 or 434. So that was around Callaghan's starting price. I think people would go for that, around that price. If he goes 40 again, if he goes like 10, 20, even better, because that knocks off a lot more, and you're looking closer to if he goes 10 or 20, you're looking closer towards that. So he goes 10. Let me just do my quick maths here, which is sort of slow at the moment. If he goes 10, he's looking more towards that 42. So you're looking hopefully somewhere around that 45 mark. If he goes to 20 or 30 and has a slight little niggle, gets subbed out or whatever, 20 or 30, and he does it really early, because that shows his scoring potential, but also shows that, well, obviously it shows his scoring potential, etc., but shows that he's going to be good next year. 45 next will be well unders for his value. I mean, we've seen Callaghan, I think, average 74, 75, somewhere around that 75 range. Sardis can do that, and that's plus 40. I mean, not plus 40, that's plus 30. So yeah, easily Sardis is up there. Then you've got Zerk, Thatcher, Menzies. Stringer came on very early. In the second quarter, he came on as well. He did his calf, hamstring, something like that, or knee, just some lower leg issue. Martin 32, just shocking, and we'll lose forward status, which sucks because we need someone. We need someone to do it, but I don't know whether he was put forward or something, but just was shocking, and has pretty much given up in these last 2 or 3 weeks. Has probably given up all Australian honours to Goulden and Josh Dacos now, given what role they're playing in their sides. And then you've got Kelly, Cox, Laverde, and then Wright played a full game for 11. Really weird. Really, really weird. But that pretty much sums up the Essendon display. Comprehensively beaten. Beaten to a pulp. GWS's highest score, Essendon's 5th largest defeat, and Essendon done. Essendon done. Finals campaign, again, they won't show up in finals unless I think someone worked it out, it's a 399 point victory or something like that they need, plus results to go their way. It is, yeah, they're done. And yeah, a lot of teams done this week. It brought the race down to 9 teams, I believe, now, that can make finals. I believe it's Western Bulldogs plus every team in the 8, obviously. So for what it was supposed to be, this finals race, has it really lived up to expectation, or to... It's really died out, because I was really looking forward to having potentially somewhere close to 10 teams, 12 teams going into the final round. But I guess the way it played out, that teams were playing each other, that, you know, you just had teams go on 2 or 3 win streak, and it's like, bang, they've knocked the 2 teams out below them, etc., on the ladder, etc. So, yeah, that's the video, and I'll see you guys in the Geelong versus... Was it St Kilda game? The Geelong St Kilda Swans versus Adelaide, the drama field game, and then the also the game that hasn't been played yet, the Western Bulldogs versus Eagles game. That's happening today, and that will be on Monday. But anyways, I'll see you there. Bye, guys.